This is a PowerPoint brought to you by your mental health champions, Mrs. Rivera and Mrs. Bateman. It will be a PowerPoint which will look at the Teenager's Guide to Good Mental Health During a Pandemic. Firstly, how are you feeling today? Many of us are experiencing lots of difficult emotions about the coronavirus pandemic. This may include feelings about getting sick, the government restrictions, or struggling to see when the pandemic might end. These are some of the common feelings that people have told us that they are having during coronavirus. You may also experience many other emotions about the pandemic which might not be recognised here. You possibly could be feeling low, hopeless or tired, worried, stressed or scared, angry or frustrated, unsupported, stigmatised or envious of others. If you're experiencing any of these emotions that had been listed before, try to remind yourself. It is understandable to experience difficult feelings about the coronavirus pandemic, especially with how long it's been going on for. There is no normal way to respond or a normal way to feel about this pandemic. Your feelings might change day to day and may be affected by things outside of your control. This might include feeling worse before you can feel better. Remember, things might feel really hard now, but this situation is very unusual and it won't last forever. It is also worth reminding yourself too that these feelings that you are feeling, I can assure you that you are not alone. If you talk to somebody and share how you feel, you will grow and understand that there are many other people that feel the very same way as you. In the meantime, there are lots of ways to help yourself cope. Firstly, you need to try to register how you are actually feeling. So establish, how do you feel? Do you normally get stressed out? Take this quiz to find out. Tick the statements that you believe to be true. You may often have digestive upset, so you might have sore, upset bellies. I tend to lose my temper easily. I have trouble sleeping. People say that I'm a worrywart. I have difficulty concentrating. I feel tired and drained all the time. I watch a lot of TV. I often get migraines or tension headaches. I feel blue and have a hard time getting over it. I am really impatient with other people. I feel burned out. I feel the harder I work, the more behind I get. Okay, if you score 0 to 3, congratulations, that's really good mental health. 4 to 8, you have quite a few symptoms of stress here. 9 to 12, the many symptoms you are experiencing may be related to high levels of stress. Stress is an imbalance between the demands made on a person and the person's ability to cope or adapt to these demands. What are the effects of stress? Have a look at these effects of stress. Look over them. Which ones do you think are probably short-term examples of stress and long-term examples of stress? Muscles may tense, poor sleep, anxiety, adrenaline flows, feeling helpless, exhausted, irritable, over or under eating, loss of self-esteem, immune responses decrease, lack of concentration, depression, breathing becomes faster or shallow, feelings of anger, anxiety, sweating increases, frustration, digestion slows down, blood pressure rises, restlessness, the liver releases sugar, cholesterol and fatty acids into the body. What can you do to help your mental health? Here are some acts of kindness to inspire you. Before we have a look at these tips, keep others in mind. Although carrying out good deeds for other people can make you feel good, don't forget in mind what you're doing for their benefits, not yours. Don't overdo it. If you find that you're giving too much of yourself or have gone beyond your personal resources, think about taking a step back. We recommend starting small so you don't become overwhelmed or give more than you are emotionally or in other ways able to give. How can you help friends and family? Perhaps maybe call a friend that you haven't spoken to for a while. Tell a family member how much you love and appreciate them. Arrange to have a virtual cup of tea with somebody that you know. Arrange to watch a film with somebody that you know at the same time. Tell someone you know that you are proud of them. Tell someone you know that you are thankful for them. Send a motivational text to a friend who is struggling. Send someone you know a joke to cheer them up. Send someone you know a picture of perhaps of a cute animal or a funny meme. Send an inspirational quote to a friend. Send an interesting article to a friend. Send an inspirational story of kindness of people around the world and what they're doing to somebody that you know. Contact someone that you haven't spoken to for a while to arrange a virtual catch-up.
Okay, now let's have a look at this technique called mindfulness. Mindfulness is the psychological process of bringing one's attention to experiences occurring in the present moment. That means that this is a technique that we use to focus on what's happening at this present moment in time. So forgetting everything else that is occurring around us, things that need to be done, things that are currently happening outside of our control. Mindfulness is about focusing on what's happening with you in this particular moment. Now, some of you may have practiced mindfulness before, and that focus may have been on your breathing, paying attention to the way that your body changes. Perhaps you've done it in class, perhaps you've even done it with some of your peers or by yourself. But today we're going to focus on something called mindful eating. So you should have your chocolate, your sweet treat, or whatever it is you're going to have in front of you. If not, pause the video and go and get it. We'll be here waiting. Okay, hopefully by now you have it. I'd like you to place your treats or whatever it is that you're going to use at this moment in time in the palm of your hand. I want you to look at it. What shape is it? What colour is it? What shadow does it form? If it's in a wrapper, how does that feel against the palm of your hand? Does it make a noise if you gently rock your hand from side to side? What do you notice about the surface? Is it smooth? Is it rigid? Are there different textures? How big or small is it in relation to the palm of your hand? Now the idea is to keep your attention and your focus on what is currently in your hand. If your mind drifts off and starts to think about something else, that's okay. Just draw your attention back to what's going on in the palm of your hand. When you're ready, I want you to draw it closer to your face and give it a little sniff. What does it smell like? If it's in a wrapper, use this opportunity now to take it out of its wrapper. What noise does it make? Does it crunch? How does that wrapper feel? Is it smooth? Are some of the edges a little bit prickly? And now smell your treat. Is there an intense chocolatey smell? Can you smell the sugar? If it's something savoury that you have, are you able to distinguish some of the flavours that are in it just from the smell? How is your mouth feeling at this moment as you're looking at this item in your hand? Is your mouth starting to salivate? If you've had this item and eaten it before, do you know in your mind what it's going to taste like? Is that going to be a pleasurable experience? And when you're ready, I want you to use your other hand and take this item and place it in your mouth. Now, as it rests on your tongue, feel the change in the weight in your mouth. Can you instantly start to taste some of those flavours? Whereabouts is it going off in your mouth? Is it on the back of your tongue, on the front? Now gently move the item around in your mouth. Do you get more of a flavour? Is it a different flavour this time? Where are you experiencing this in your mouth? If it's chocolate, is it starting to melt in places? What does that smooth texture feel like against your tongue? Resist the urge at the moment to crunch it if it's something that you can chew. Now gently bite into this chocolate, your treat, your savoury item, whatever it might be. And notice, what teeth are you using? Is it your back teeth? What kind of sound does it make? Is it hard to bite into at first, or smooth, or soft? Is the chocolate sticking to your mouth? Use your tongue to feel the item as it starts to dissolve and break down. Is the flavour changing slightly? Keeping your focus on this experience as you're eating this item. Okay. Now some of you may have already finished eating it, and that's okay. And if you're still chewing or still experiencing that, just pause the video and prolong that mindful eating experience. This is a really great way to maintain focus on what we're experiencing in this present moment in time. And it's something that we can do when we're in the heat of our stress. And it's something that we can do anywhere. Mindfulness doesn't just have to be about breathing really deeply. It can be that you practice mindfulness on the bus. It can be that you practice it as you're walking home from school, taking note of what you see around you, how many steps it takes you to get somewhere, how cold the wind is on your face. So whenever you're feeling stressed, you can use mindfulness as a way to help you refocus your attention. And then, once you've done this, you're able to face whatever challenge it is that you are experiencing. So if you have a dilemma and you don't know how to solve it, perhaps it's something to do with managing your time. Taking 5 minutes out and practicing mindfulness can really help you refocus and identify where those stresses are, and it can help you come up with a solution because your mind is clearer. Now, if you would like some more support with mindfulness, or you would like to do some more, please don't hesitate to find myself or Miss Rivera.
Ways that you can implement how to deal with stress. We're going to be going through a deep breathing activity. If there are any times in the day when you feel particularly very stressed or particularly very overwhelmed, perhaps you have too much homework to hand in one day and you've got coursework due and you've got some issues going on at home, everything might feel really overwhelming and get on top of you. If this ever happens, then try some deep breathing activities and let me go through it with you. So, in our daily lives, most people take short, shallow breaths to their chest. It can make you feel anxious and zap your energy. With this technique, you'll learn how to take bigger breaths all the way into your belly. So, you feel super stressed, you have all them assignments to hand in. What are you going to do? Just give yourself 5 minutes to get yourself in a better frame of mind. Try it now. Get comfortable. You can lie on your back in bed or go on the floor with a pillow with your head and your knees. Or you can sit in a chair with your shoulders, head and neck supported against the back of the chair. Breathe in through your nose. Let the belly fill with air. Breathe out through your nose. Place one hand on your belly. Place the other hand on your chest. As you breathe in, feel your belly rise. As you breathe out, feel your belly lower. The hand on your belly should move more than the one that's on your chest. Take 3 more deep full breaths. Breathe fully into your belly as it rises and falls with your breath. Okay, let's go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, and breathe out. You can continue to do this for as long as you want or for as little as you want. Now, breathing is the essence of life. It's what we need to do to live, to carry on living. But it is so important that you put that oxygen into your body. The more oxygen going around your body, the more better physically it is for your nervous system. So even in a scientific way, it is really, really good for your nervous system, for your body, for your breathing, for your heart rate, and for calming you down. Now, if you give yourself that 5 minutes to concentrate on your breathing, you'll be better equipped to deal with the tasks at hand that you need to get done. And you'll be in a much better headspace, and that is so important. Being able to think more clearer can help you achieve more. Further strategies for good mental health during isolation would be to continue being physically active, which I can appreciate is really hard whilst you're at home and not being able to get out, okay? Especially if you've had football sessions cancelled or basketball sessions cancelled. And I know that this also might really affect your mental health. So if it is, please reach out to somebody who can support you. Maybe talk to your football coach, your basketball coach, and just tell them how you feel. They might be able to send you some virtual things to try and help you get yourself back on your feet, back to feeling okay, and back to feeling motivated. Really try your best to be physically active. Our physical and mental health are undeniably linked, so it's important to stay active, even if we don't feel like it. At the moment, the government are advising that we still can go out to exercise throughout the day. If you do this, please remember to still practice social distancing. However, if you're lucky enough to have outdoor space, you can maybe use it as a gym. There are lots of YouTube videos that you can use to help you exercise either in your home or in your garden. I know it's pretty cold out there, guys, but if you're lucky enough to have the outdoor space, you can definitely use it. Many yoga and fitness classes are now being run online. You could go to a virtual class with your friends. This is an added benefit of keeping connected with people. Maybe spend time learning a new form of skill of exercise like Pilates or Tai Chi. Always feel free to email teachers at school for videos. I know that your PE teachers are sending lots of exercise videos, exercise PowerPoints to you. You can also talk to Miss Whitfield, Miss Lamprell, who specialise in yoga, and they can maybe direct you with some really good yoga strategies. I've also added a YouTube video below for you there as well. Here are some further links if you would like to explore mindfulness. Mindfulness, as you've seen already by my statement, is a strategy to help you get yourself in the moment. So not worrying about yesterday and not worrying about tomorrow, okay, which is so important during a pandemic. I've put there for you 2 websites, 2 videos of mindfulness where you can close your eyes and it will guide you through mindfulness meditation. And there are also websites there to help you to look further into your mental health, Young Minds and Childline as well. Just wanted to let you know that your mental health champions at All Saints is me, Mrs. Rivera, and you also have my statement too. You also have there our email addresses. Please, please, please get in contact with us if you are struggling with your mental health. Okay? Get in contact with us if you believe that somebody else's mental health is struggling. Now, if you don't feel comfortable in talking to us, maybe you've perhaps never met us before, we've never taught you before, then your form tutor will be doing phone calls around. They will be getting in contact with you. Please let them know, okay? And if you are waiting for them to phone you, please get in contact with them by emailing them. Okay, hopefully you know their email by now. You can talk to them on Show My Homework, and you can also access email addresses from the school website as well. Okay, remember, you are not alone. What you are feeling, you are not alone with. I promise there will be thousands of people out there that feel exactly the same. Thank you.